Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to do this review of a Codnida 5 megapixel camera. I've done one of the 2 megapixel. So this is actually just like an upgrade from it. Costs more money and you get 5 megapixel instead of the 2. Pretty nice Ptz little camera. As far as the zoom, it's just a digital zoom and you can take on your phone and pinch in and out. It's not like a real good zoom, but as far as the tilt pan, recording, the phone app, it's great. I really like these. It runs off of 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz dual band router. Tells you some specifications on here, how to set it up. On here is the model number. This is the Q1 Max. The other one I done was a Q01. This is a Q1 Max. And of course, 5 megapixel Super HD. Has the humidity detection, PIR, motion detection. So if you set it on this, it won't detect so much of cars going by, birds or bugs flying around your camera. It mostly looks for a human shape, and then it's going to record that and save a lot of false alarms. It does also have spotlights on it that come on when it detects motion. You can turn those off or on. Same way with the alarm. It does have a siren sound that will alert. It does have voice. You can talk back and forth. So if somebody's out there, like your person dropping off a package, you can tell them to leave it or not leave it, whatever. You're on your way home, you can talk back and forth. There's a microphone and a speaker built in. So that's pretty cool. It does come with a solar panel. You can use it on the solar panel or the battery that's built into it, or you can actually take and plug it into a micro USB cable, take it and plug it into your house, and it's powered all the time by that. Either way. So good little cameras for the price. If you're only out for one for our budget that has pretty good little video, these should be nice. It just says a few things on here, like the Ptz 360 degree pan, 90 degree tilt, and it's all controlled by the app, which is Cloud Edge. And the Cloud Edge is what I use for all my cameras. It's a good app. Clear night vision IR, so it has infrared. So it does have infrared for night vision, and of course it does have the lights that come on. And hopefully those lights and alarm would scare somebody off, maybe. It also says here that it has a built-in speaker and microphone that I mentioned. Multiple user access, so I can have this on my wife's phone, my daughter's phone, my phone, and we can all access it, and I can allow them different controls depending on what I want them to do. So on the storage, it will support a TF card, maximum 128 gigabyte. That's not included. I do wish they would include a card. I think every company ought to throw in even a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. It wouldn't hurt. They're very cheap these days. It tells about the PIR motion detection and the solar energy power and the built-in battery. Let's take this thing out of the box, check it out. Also, I was going to say that it does work with Alexa, so it does say on here. I don't use mine with Alexa, but you can if you want that option. Take it out here, so we have a 24-hour surveillance video. You can use this on the cloud too if you want to pay for their cloud service. You can do it on the cloud. I don't use the cloud either, but you can do that. It does have a manual here, 5 megapixel solar wireless. So this is a good way to get in for a low cost security, and security these days is something you really need, especially around where I live. There's been all kinds of break-ins, and don't wait for the cops to do anything. If you want something done, you better catch them on video. It probably ain't gonna happen. So here we go. Here's a solar panel right here, and a pretty nice long cable for the solar panel, micro USB plug that plugs into the camera. This is our solar panel. Then it has a 1/4 inch threaded jack on the back where you mount it. Here's the camera itself. Nice looking little camera. Probably weighs a couple pounds. So we'll peel off this little sticker right here, and you peel off. This is the motion part right here. So peel off this part here. We don't want that interfering. Peel off this part right here. Here's our LED lights that light up at night if it detects motion. There's also infrared lights built in. There's the camera. This is the motion detection. So here's the antennas. They just fold up. There's 2 of them. Has our model number. It runs off 5-volt DC. So like I said, if you put a cell phone charger onto this, run a cable into your house, you can actually just power it off that. You wouldn't have to take it in every so often and charge your batteries. On the bottom here, we have this plug to open up. Got a little lint on here or something. Right here will be our micro SD card slot. And then we also have a power button and a reset button. Then right over here we have another door that opens, and what this is going to be is where we will plug in our micro USB for your solar or for your power that you run into the house to power it. So we will put an SD card in here to get it started, and we'll go outside and mount it. This is our mount for our solar panel. Very simple to use. It's just a 1/4 inch thread, so you could actually mount this with a lot of different options besides this if you wanted to. So you just thread the 1/4 inch here, tighten it down, and it's adjustable pretty much every which way you want to go. It's got some screw holes where you mount this part right here. As far as mounting, you can mount this mounting plate. You can mount it directly with these holes, or you can mount this mounting plate and then you can be able to take it on and off. Probably a little more theft proof without this, but if they're going to take it, they're going to bust it off anyway and take it, so you can use this or not. Also inside the box here, look like we have a cable. This is the one I was talking about, so you can take this cable, plug it into the bottom, run this and plug it into a phone charger, and just keep it charged all the time instead of charging the battery every so often. It's always going to be charged for you. Same way with using your solar panel. Has 2 mounting screw packs, one for the camera, one for the solar panel. And then we have a couple little things here we can put on, and this will mark our holes where we need to put our holes to mount the camera or the solar panel. Okay, so as far as putting in an SD card, very simple. Just take your SD card. This is a 32 gigabyte. It will support up to a lot bigger, like a 128, but we're going to put a 32 in here, and we're ready to turn this on. I don't know if the battery has any power in it. We can turn it on right now and see. We'll just push this button right here, which is the power button. See if it comes on here on the screen. Yep, I heard it click. Now the red light you can see come on. It's getting ready to program to the app. So as far as the app on this thing, the app is very nice. That's just called Cloud Edge. You can go to Cloud Edge on Apple Store or Android Store, download Cloud Edge. I have several cameras on here, so and all of my cameras use the Cloud Edge app. That's why I like it. So we're going to connect this one. We'll click the plus here. It's going to tell us what to do. This is going to be a battery camera. We'll click on battery camera, click next. It wants us to push the reset button, which is inside there. Probably always want to reset them when you get them set up. Heard that little bird sound or whatever that was. Sound like cuckoo almost. So now we should be getting ready to set up here. Wait till the red light indicator flash, and it is. Okay, so the next thing we come up to is we're going to choose our Wi-Fi. Now it says you want to get rid of this thing ready, and you're going to hold the QR code up in front of your phone, in front of the camera. This QR code, 5 to 8 inches away. Heard that sound, that means it evidently picked it up. So we should be able to click next. Wait for it to do its little countdown here. Whoop, it must have found it because I got an alert message already on this one. Next, add successful. There's my camera. So now we'll click next. Next, just giving us a few tips on things to do. It's going to check our network diagnostics. Make sure we got good signal where we're located, which I know will. You can actually see my picture on here right now coming up. It says there 10 kilobytes per second, 5 kilobytes per second, 15. It's kind of bouncing around. Should be good signal. Go next. We can rename this camera too, because I want to name this something besides that. I want to name it driveway. Okay, click next. So we should be on the one that says driveway. I have another one named driveway that I'm going to take out. This is going to be this one right up here. And there's our picture of me sitting here. We want to put it on SD or 5 megapixel. If you want to save your SD card, if you don't have a very big one, you might want to put it on SD. But it'll still do quite a bit of recording, even on a 5 megapixel. I'm going to select that now just so we have the best video possible for this demonstration. So this thing has a lot of options here on the app. It's really cool. But as far as the tilt pan zoom, if you click this button here, you can move it. You can see the camera move here beside me. The tilt, same way. Zoom, as far as zoom, you're just going to be pinching in and out. It's not a great zoom. I do wish it had an optical zoom instead of just digital zoom, but it works. It's better than one without the tilt and pan. I like that part. So click on this little gear up at the top, and this is going to be all of our settings. See driveway, signal strength 91%. All of our settings in here. I'm not going to go through all the settings on this, but you can turn off do the alarm management and check that. You can turn off the. We're getting motion from me moving in here with it. all the different settings. So you want to go through all the settings and just check and set everything up the way you want it. Time settings, you can put your time and date. 12-hour clock, we definitely want that on. And we can go down here to delete device if we wanted to, or restart the device. It's going to keep going off because it's recording everything I do. So that is our tilt and pan and all that stuff. We can click on our history here to see what it has recorded. Down here you have an album, and that will be stuff that I manually record. Anything that I automatically record would be in here when we click on messages down at the bottom of the app. And then I go to driveway, and this is going to be the ones that's just recorded. And you can select this little thing at the top, and you can delete any of these you want. Delete them, whatever, view them. Okay, if you click on the little play button here, then it will play that video. And if you don't want to play it, you can just look at the picture. And of course you can pinch and zoom if it's trying to read a license plate or something. We'll go back to home, which shows me all my cameras. Now, the cool thing about this app is, this Cloud Edge app is, all these cameras I have connected, which is several. There it goes off again. I can click on this button right here at the 4 squares at the top, and it's going to show me a view of a bunch of my cameras, even one here inside the garage probably. But it shows you all your cameras on the screen, and you can just click through one of them. If you want this one, double tap it. I'll view that one. Double tap, I go back. If you want to go into the settings on it, you just click it down. So there's all the camera views. When it's spinning here, it's loading that camera. There's the front one. That's the one I just done earlier, the Q01. But you can do that if you want to view that way and view all your cameras live at one time. If you want to just click on one camera and view it one time, then just go on here and click play. It's going to bring up the camera that you want to view, and you'll be able to view your picture. You can click on this record button. It will start recording the video. If it's somebody comes up and you want to record the whole session, click on that record button, record it. And then when you're done recording, when you click that, it's going to save that into your file where you can take it off your phone. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. But after this, if you'll watch, I'll show you some video that this thing is recorded. But this is the 5 megapixel camera from Codnida. Great little cameras for a budget. They're good little cameras. Select the link below. You can check these things out. Great price on these things on Amazon. Thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Catch you all in the next one. Right on. I mounted the 5 megapixel camera. I put it on the wall, and I actually have the hole in the wall right there already from an old camera. So I have the 5-volt plugged into the bottom and not using the solar panel, but you can see right there. And that's what it looks like.